welcome everyone to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Utah Utes offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
The Utes in a good spot here with second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Thomas looking to fire. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Utes are rolling down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So the Army Black Knights offense will go to work for the first time today. The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll toss it to the left. Crosses the 45. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Give to the fullback. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed. ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Thomas back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Utes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They go to the ground. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go in the ball. What in the world was he doing? Where was he going? And they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Down at the 29, and the Utah offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Base 27, John. Thomas looking to fire. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Creates a little room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
It's complete on the right side.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work.
He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical.
Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Running through contact. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides the back on the option. The give. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Thomas back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead now 5 here in the 2nd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. The Black Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Black Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Black Knights! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Thomas looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Thomas back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Bell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rushes on him. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining 1st half than you?
And the Utes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they...
There he goes! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the 1st play to the end of the 4th quarter.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Working the middle, it's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 28. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Let's go. Run it with the fullback. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast.
And the ball is free on the pitch. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Utah! And they turn it into a defensive score. Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
So the final period starts with a second down play. The play action fake, buying some time as he moves left. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit, because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Now facing a third and long. Thomas looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Utes are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Off the RPO, complete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
The offense changing the play. Throws to the back. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Old Dominion. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the game. The interception stopped a threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
The Utes line up trying to